But Cromwell is not his illegitimate brother. The illegitimate brother would be the one that's the unnamed man.
The body was that of the killer. We already stated that the body was most likely the body of the killer.
Yeah. Okay, so what? Okay.
All right. Now, I think we will move another one for the picture.
Okay, so
Henry Fonda wakes up.
So let's say Holmes and Watson return to Baker Street to get tea.
Nice.
The trail has gone
Did
colder.
Jock still follow them?
No, we can dismiss Jock. He can stay and help the local constabulary.
Oh, Jock will undoubtedly
takes
go
the
off
body
and
to the
start
morgue.
drinking.
Yes, Jock takes Mary's body to the morgue. Terrible morgue. Sit down here by Scotland Yard.
Yeah, that sounds good. So I'm going to say that did you already take the bug? Yeah, you did.
okay, so let's review. To prove a murder case, or actually any crime, you have to have means to do the crime, motive, and opportunity. So we don't know exactly what was used to kill this person down here, except we know that person is not Thatcher. We have another body who's unidentifiable and disappeared, and we don't really know how they were killed. So in terms of means, we're not certain. Motive, well, it's clear that there is some kind of family relationship going on, and evidently a kind of twisted one, given that people were locked up.
Oh, we did say that they're deranged, so
Yeah, well, no, the person who was locked up was the rapist.
Yeah, no,
And
right.
possibly it was the person who was the body down there, because he had signs of rough wear and having been locked up. Now, opportunity, well,
We don't know,
we don't know exactly where the murder occurred,
or even how the murder was committed.
so
We do know that it was made in a manner that is somewhat consistent with a bullet hole.
But not
And-
actually.
and was
And
known.
notice that Will Cromwell does have a very pointed cane with which he could stab an individual with whom he
But
was
we know
having
that this is
an argument.
related in some way.
But
Yeah, we also know that this isn't the body of
Cromwell.
Thatcher. No, Thatcher.
Thatcher.
Right.
Cromwell's still alive.
well, we determined that
This is
well,
the body of the killer, but we don't
we
know who the killer is.
speculated that it might be the body.
Well, Holmes speculated, and he's almost always right.
That's right, because Holmes is right and Watson is always wrong.
Yeah.
Except when Watson is correct. And then Holmes goes, oh, brilliant, Watson.
Yeah.
That almost never happens.
But Watson didn't even speculate anything about it.
He just, well, he did speculate.
But what did you say about that?
Oh, I got something.
So
Henry Fonda has woken up and goes to, he knows that the police will never ask the right questions, so he goes to Baker Street to talk to Sherlock and talk about the suspicious behavior of his colleague Cromwell, punching him in the face and seeming to know something about a murder. And
in fact, Cromwell has investigated further at the bank and his responsibilities as auditor of the banks, and has
You mean Fonda?
Fonda,
Yes, Fonda.
yes.
excuse me, and has determined that Cromwell has been embezzling funds from the bank and paying them to somebody named W.T.
When Sherlock and Holmes are investigating Fonda further about any other information they can give, any unusual behavior of Cromwell's in the past few days and weeks, he says the only other thing that he can recall was he had recently purchased a new cane because his previous one had been damaged.
Meanwhile, Hook is going out to smoke because this is the 1890s. And they won't let him smoke inside, not because it's unhealthy, but because he makes really annoying noises when he does it. And he comes across the Reverend Yankovic with a wheelbarrow that's covered, and Hook says, hey, you, what's in that wheelbarrow? And Yankovic says, no problem with yours. And Hook looks in the wheelbarrow, and it's a corpse covered in acid.
And Hook happens to also be a member of the Baker Street Irregulars.
Is Yankovic arrested?
Well, no, Yankovic is just the one who went to the Times to slander Thatcher.
So a cursory investigation by Holmes will reveal that Yankovic is no more than an amateur vivisectionist, opportunistically snagging up a body in order to dissect it for his own scientific, naturalist tendencies.
So,
It doesn't do it with the body. Doesn't he get the body?
well, they head over to Yankovic's house or workplace in Southwark,
Illegal vivisection?
like weird vivisection house where he's currently attempting to vivisect the body and is totally botching it.
It's a good thing that the body is dead. Otherwise, it would be called a dissection and not a vivisection. And that's actually much kinder because when you vivisect people, they're alive.
Well, if he was alive, he's dead now.
So Watson will examine it for clues and determine that the cause of death was likely blunt trauma to the back of the head.
And again, it is like unto a bullet hole, but not a bullet hole. And then Holmes remembers something. Once he was at a slaughterhouse, and he saw how they killed the cows. They had a gun, and it shoots a bolt. Click, click, and you knacker the animal with the bolt in the back of the head. So it is a gun, but it's not a gun.
The bullet, so there's no bullet.
There's no bullet. It's just a bolt, and then the bolt retracts, so it can be fired again.
I just like to put this out there. Anyone can deny it, but Sherlock confirms that this is in fact the murderer. Not only that, but it is also a hired killer.
Challenge the hired killer part.
Okay.
Oh.
Damn.
My God, Holmes, you're brilliant! He is the murderer. I don't know how, but he
Wait,
is.
who
He
is?
found
Who is the
coins in his
murderer?
pocket, obviously.
The dead man here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
He
Covered
found
in
coins
acid.
and he found traces of. And he found. Although the hands have been covered with acid, there's still a few traces of, let's say, Thatcher's hair on them from when he was holding him. He grabbed his head and he shot him with a gun.
And also
he finds that knacker gun in the guy's pockets.
Yeah.
So whoever killed him wrapped it in him.
also the man's fingerprints were burned off before he was killed, but not his face.
No, I challenge. No,
John,
challenge.
Yeah.
so I roll or you?
You roll. Okay.
Okay. So
Winning a lot of
he
challenges.
really was a professional murderer who knew about fingerprints and he burned his fingerprints off. That's disgusting.
See here, Watson, these fingerprints were taken off a long time ago by the age of them. And it was done with acid and perhaps improperly and amateurishly disposed as well. But the face, this is actually the work of quicklime, unless I miss my guess.
My God, Joe, you're brilliant!
There's one thing I don't understand, Holmes. If this man killed the man that we found at Parliament, who was also not Thatcher, then where's Sir William Thatcher? Ah, that is the question, Watson.
That is the question.
But it's the wrong question. The wrong question is not where is Sir William Thatcher, but why did he go to all this trouble in the first place? I think it is time that we ask some more pointed questions of Lady Thatcher.
Dun dun dun. Oh, they're bringing Yankovic with them.
Really?
Huh?
No,
No.
sorry.
I was wondering, why are we bringing him?
Yankovic continues to mutilate the body of
Ew.
this
Basically,
hired assassin.
Until Scotland Yard shows up to take them both into custody.
Yeah, right.
Who will have captured Jack the Ripper?
Yet.
Wait a minute, didn't he kill Lennon?
Interfering with the police investigation.
Yeah.
Hang on, so right now we have that the body over here is the murderer, the hired murderer of Thatcher, or of both bodies? Who do we have?
No,
We
there's
have-
one body. He was.
There are 3 dead people.
No, because we had the other one of
Mary?
acid before.
No, I thought wasn't this the first acid one?
The person we thought was
Oh, is
Thatcher.
this the same? This is the
The
same
body.
acid one?
Yeah, isn't it?
Okay,
we
I
thought
thought we
was
had a second
Thatcher,
acid
right.
one. Okay.
And
Is
people-
really the
All right.
man who was kept prison in the house.
Okay.
We've got a connection to
Thatcher's mad
There's a
brother.
third dead body.
Thatcher's mad brother.
Right.
We know that a hired person, maybe a knacker, was the one who killed him because we have evidence
Yes.
there.
All right.
We know that Cromwell was being blackmailed and was embezzling. Well,
Yeah, so we
Cromwell
knew
was
he
embezzling.
was
Cromwell
embezzling.
was embezzling,
Yes.
and
There we go. I'm like,
maybe.
Okay.
But he was. No, we established he was paying. He was paying blackmail to somebody called
WT.
WT, probably William Thatcher.
Or
So, in the course of questioning Lady Thatcher,
Yes.
Sherlock Holmes doesn't say much. The inspector, I'm not coming up with the right one here. Lestrade. Lestrade. I'm not like Javert, Clouseau. That's right. It sounds French. Lestrade. We'll ask her all sorts of other questions that are leading in the wrong direction. But Sherlock Holmes will interject with only one question at the end. He will say, "Madam, I have but one question. One small piece of information confirm my belief about what's happened here. The pictures in the paper preceding his Sir Thatcher's speech to Parliament, his appearance showed the pockmarks on his face and neck, indicative of a serious bout of measles as a young man." "Oh yes, that's correct," she say. He was very serious, but he did survive. "Then, madam, would you care to enlighten us as to how you come to be with child?" Ta-ta-ta. For you see, measles at that age almost inevitably results in sterilization, and yet you show every sign of being several months pregnant yourself. At which point Lady Thatcher will break down and admit that she's secretly been having an affair with the brother trapped in the house, alone together all day, every day. And that he was not mad, but merely inconvenient, subject to fits of delusion occasionally.
The perfect father for your child.
You don't understand him the way I did. Robert was a good, kind-hearted soul. He was the one who should have had the life that Sir William Thatcher stole from him. He had locked him away and driven him mad.
Interesting. I think we can safely take this away now.
so there's only one mystery left.
Where is Sir William Thatcher now?
Where is?
Also, what is
And
this?
what does Cromwell got to do
Yeah,
with
what
it?
is Cromwell?
Well, I mean,
Is he the one who hired?
I assumed that Thatcher was blackmailing Cromwell for his affair with Mary.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Or
think
an
that
entirely
that's-
different issue,
Yeah.
red herring.
Yes,
Yeah.
the extra
well,
plot line.
yes, but then why did he kill Mary?
Well, because he
Well,
misunderstood the notes
He
that she gave.
accused Mary, and Mary was accusing him. It was like they both felt on edge, caused by a third person.
Also, there was a misunderstanding in the note. The note papers that she had taken from William Thackeray's body said, "Your brother has escaped." Cromwell assumed it meant something completely different.
His other brother.
Could
Yeah,
be,
yeah.
could be
Yes,
an
like
Orient
a brother
Express
who
kind of a
should-
thing, and they all did.
Yes, wait. So very cool. William Cromwell has not appeared because you stated that it was the paper of his brother.